Welcome to my paper, English Language Teaching. Today, we will be looking into the important teaching methods in English language teaching. First one, grammar translation method. So what are teaching methods? According to academic research, linguists have demonstrated that there is not one single best method for everyone in all contexts, and that is no one teaching method is inherently superior to others. Also, it is not always possible or appropriate to apply the same methodology to all learners who have different objectives, environments, and learning needs. An experienced professional language teacher always adopts the most suitable techniques and applies the most appropriate methodology for that learner's specific objectives, learning style, and context. Each teaching method is based on a particular vision of understanding the language or the learning process, often using specific techniques and materials used in a set sequence. One such method is grammar translation method. Grammar translation method is a method of teaching foreign languages derived from the classical method of teaching, Greek and Latin. In grammar translation classes, students learn grammatical rules and then apply those rules by translating sentences between the target language and the native language. Advanced students may be required to translate whole text word for word. The method has two main goals. First one, to enable students to read and translate literature written in the target language and to further students' general intellectual development. So what are the characteristics of this method? Classes are taught in the mother tongue. Much vocabulary is taught in the form of list of words. Little or no attention is given to pronunciation. Reading of difficult text is begun early. So you start with the reading of difficult text and we give little attention to pronunciation, and the vocabulary is taught in the form of you are listing the words. So why should a teacher use this method? Grammar translation method focuses on the application of grammar and correct sentence structure. And this is especially helpful in teaching students how to write and read in another language, allowing them to explore interchangeable words, phrases, etc. And tests of grammar rules and translations are easy to construct. And we can have class activities or learning games are rarely necessary as students are translating text to another language directly. So here translation is much more important. What are the advantages of this method? First one, students learn a lot of vocabulary as there are a list of words. Second one, reading and writing skills are excelled in grammar translation method. Third one, it activates students' memory. Moving to the disadvantages of grammar translation method. First one, poor listening and speaking skills, because it focuses more on reading and writing skills. So poor listening and speaking skills. Second one, unnatural and inaccurate pronunciation. Less focus on pronunciation is a disadvantage. Third one, GTM, that is grammar translation method, is not interactive and engaging the students. So it is a passive activity, passive method of teaching. To conclude, this method contended that mental discipline was essential for strengthening the powers of the mind. And the way to do this was through learning classical literature of the Greeks and Romans. So here learning is largely by translation to and from the target language. And grammar rules are to be memorized and long list of vocabulary learned by heart.